Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Learn English. We are so happy to have you here with us today. I'm Martin.
And I'm Luna. Hi, everyone. On this channel, we practice English using real, natural conversations to help you improve your listening and speaking skills.
That's right. If you enjoy our videos and want to learn with us, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel grow.
Thank you so much for your support. So, Martin, before we start our lesson, how are you feeling today? You look very cheerful.
I'm feeling fantastic, Luna. Thank you for asking. Honestly, I think it's because of the weather. Have you seen how beautiful it is outside?
Oh, yes, I noticed it immediately when I woke up this morning. The sun is shining, the sky is bright blue, and there isn't a single cloud in the sky.
Exactly. It is such a lovely day. You know, weather like this always puts me in a really good mood. It feels very fresh and positive.
I agree completely. Rainy days are nice for reading books, but sunny days like this, they just give me so much energy. It makes me want to go outside and do something fun.
Me too. Actually, sitting here and looking at the sunshine, it makes me feel a little bit nostalgic.
Nostalgic? That is a very interesting feeling to start the day. Why does the sun make you feel nostalgic?
Well, the warm air and the bright light, it just reminds me of the past. It makes me think of good times from when I was younger.
That is a beautiful connection. You know, Martin, that is actually perfect for our video today.
Is it?
Yes, because today we're going to talk about exactly that. We are learning how to talk about our best memories and happy moments in English.
That sounds wonderful. Everyone has happy memories, but sometimes it can be difficult to describe them in a new language.
Exactly. So are you ready to take a trip down memory lane, Martin?
I am definitely ready. Let's get started.
So, Luna, as I was saying earlier, this bright sunshine is really affecting me today. It's funny how the weather can do that.
It is fascinating. You said it makes you feel nostalgic. Does this weather remind you of a specific person or maybe a specific place?
It definitely reminds me of a place. Whenever the sun is this bright and the air feels warm like this, it immediately takes me back to my childhood. Specifically, it reminds me of my grandparents' house.
Oh, that sounds so nice. It takes me back. That is a great phrase.
Yes, it is. When we say it takes me back, we mean it makes us return to that moment in our minds.
So, this sunny weather takes you back to your grandparents' house? Was it in the city?
No, not at all. They lived deep in the countryside. It was very quiet, very green, and in the summers, it was always incredibly hot and sunny, just like today.
I see. So the feeling of the heat on your skin is the trigger for that memory.
Exactly. That's a great word, Luna. A trigger. It's something small, like a smell, a sound, or the weather that suddenly unlocks a memory in your brain.
I love that. For me, the smell of fresh coffee is a huge memory trigger. But for you, it is the sun.
Right. As soon as I stepped outside this morning, I closed my eyes and I felt like I was 10 years old again, standing in that big garden.
That is a powerful feeling. Since you are already thinking about it, Martin, why don't you share that story with us? I would love to hear more about those summer days.
I would love to share it. It's actually one of my favorite memories.
Great. Listeners, pay attention to how Martin describes the details, the who, the where, and the when. Go ahead, Martin.
Okay, let me set the scene for you. I remember this very clearly. It was during the summer holidays.
How old were you at that time?
I think I was about 8 or 9 years old, so this was quite a long time ago.
The best memories are often from when we were that age. So when was it? Every summer?
Yes, every single July. My parents would drive me to the countryside to stay at my grandparents' farm.
A farm? That sounds like a wonderful place for a child. So that is the where, your grandparents' farm?
Exactly. It was miles away from the city. It was so quiet and open. But the specific memory I'm thinking of isn't about the whole farm. It's about the garden behind the house.
Okay, so we have the time and the place. Who were you with?
It was just me and my grandfather. He was a very quiet man, but very kind. My favorite memory is just spending the mornings with him.
That sounds special. What were the two of you doing?
We were gardening. We used to wake up very early, around 6 a.m., before the sun got too hot. He would give me a little basket, and we would walk into the vegetable patch together.
Just you, your grandfather, and a basket?
Yes, we were looking for ripe tomatoes and strawberries for breakfast. I remember following him through the rows of plants, trying to find the biggest, reddest strawberries.
That sounds so peaceful. It's amazing how a simple activity like picking fruit can become such a strong memory.
It really is. It wasn't exciting or fast, but we were together, and that's what mattered.
That is a lovely story, Martin. I can almost picture you and your grandfather in the garden. But let's try to make the picture even clearer for our listeners.
How do we do that?
By adding sensory details. These are details about what you could smell, hear, taste, or touch. Do you remember any specific smells from that garden?
Oh, absolutely. The strongest memory is the smell of the tomato plants.
Really? What does that smell like?
It is a very unique smell. It's green, earthy, and a little bit sharp. Even today, if I walk into a supermarket and smell fresh tomatoes, I am instantly back in that garden.
That is amazing. Scents are very powerful triggers. What about the sounds? Was it quiet?
It was quiet, but not silent. I can still hear the sound of the bees. There were always bees buzzing around the strawberry flowers.
Buzzing. That is a great word for the sound a bee makes. So you have the smell of the earth and the sound of the bees.
Yes, and I remember the feeling of the morning sun. It wasn't burning hot yet. It was just gentle and warm on my back.
That sounds so incredibly relaxing.
And of course, the taste. My grandfather would let me eat the strawberries right there in the garden. They were warm from the sun and so incredibly sweet.
Much better than the ones from the store, I bet.
100 times better.
See? By describing the smell of the plants, the sound of the bees, and the taste of the fruit, you made the memory feel alive.
It really does feel like I'm there again. It felt so peaceful and safe. That is the best word for it, peaceful.
Peaceful is a perfect word to describe a happy childhood memory. Thank you for sharing that with us, Martin.
It really was the best way to grow up. I miss those quiet mornings sometimes. But enough about my gardening adventures.
Oh, don't say that. I loved hearing it. It was a very sweet story.
Thank you, Lona. But a conversation is a two-way street, right? I don't want to be the only one talking today.
That is true. Good conversation is about sharing.
Exactly. So what about you, Lona?
Me?
Yes. Listening to my story about the farm, did anything come to mind for you? Do you have a favorite memory that makes you smile?
That is a really good question. Let me think for a second.
Take your time. It's okay to pause and think. We don't always have a story ready immediately.
It's funny, your story was very peaceful and quiet, but the memory popping into my head right now is actually a bit louder and maybe a bit more stressful.
Stressful? Really? But it's still a happy memory.
Yes, it was stressful at the time, but now it is a very happy memory because of how it ended.
Now I'm very curious. You have to tell us.
Okay, I've got it. It's a memory from when I was a teenager.
I'm listening. Tell us the story. A stressful memory from your teenage years. Okay, I am ready. Tell us what happened.
Well, it was my mother's birthday. I think I was about 14 years old. I decided that I wanted to bake her a fancy 3-layered chocolate cake all by myself.
Wow, 3 layers? That is very ambitious for a 14-year-old. Had you baked a cake before?
Never. That was the problem. I had no idea what I was doing. I just wanted to surprise her.
Oh no, I have a feeling this story involves a mess.
It was a total disaster. I used too much flour and I dropped an egg on the floor. By the time the cake was in the oven, the kitchen looked like a war zone. There was chocolate on the walls, Martin, on the walls.
That sounds chaotic. So did the cake at least turn out okay?
Not exactly. When I took it out, the layers were uneven. When I stacked them, the whole cake leaned to the left. It looked like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but made of chocolate.
That is a hilarious image. But you said this was a happy memory. At that moment, how did you feel?
At that moment, I felt terrible. I was so nervous. When my mom walked into the kitchen, I was actually crying because I thought I had ruined her birthday.
Oh, Luna, that's heartbreaking. What did she do?
She didn't get mad at the mess. She just looked at that ugly, leaning cake and she started laughing. Then she gave me the biggest hug.
That is so sweet.
She told me it was the best present she ever received because I worked so hard on it. We sat on the floor and ate the cake together.
And how did it taste?
Surprisingly, it was delicious. It looked bad, but it tasted amazing.
So you went from feeling nervous and sad to feeling happy.
Yes, I felt incredibly proud. I felt proud that I tried something difficult, and even though it wasn't perfect, the feeling of love was there.
I love that. It shows that a memory doesn't have to be perfect to be happy. The struggle actually made the memory stronger.
Exactly. If the cake had been perfect, I probably wouldn't remember it so well today.
That is such a great lesson, Luna. It shows that the best memories are often about connection, not perfection.
Absolutely. When I look back now, I don't think about the dirty kitchen or the ugly cake. I just think about my mom's laugh. To be honest, I feel very grateful for that moment.
Grateful. That is a beautiful and important word.
It is. It means feeling deeply thankful. It's stronger than just saying thank you. I am grateful that my mother was patient and kind instead of angry.
And I am grateful for those quiet mornings with my grandfather. You know, Luna, these are the specific moments in life that we should cherish.
Cherish. I love that word. It sounds so warm. But for our listeners who might not know it, what exactly does it mean to cherish something?
To cherish means to protect and love something because it is very important to you. You treat the memory like it is a valuable treasure.
That is a lovely way to put it. We hold these memories close to our hearts.
Exactly. Whether it is a quiet, peaceful moment in a garden,
Or a loud, messy, and chaotic moment in a kitchen.
yes, they are very different, but we cherish both of them because of how they made us feel.
And talking about them like this, it almost makes me feel like I am living them all over again.
That is the power of sharing stories. It keeps those memories alive. Well, we have shared our stories today, and I really enjoyed listening to yours, Luna.
Me too, Martin. It was really nice to take a break and think about the good times.
And to everyone watching, we hope this conversation helps you. Remember, talking about memories in English doesn't have to be complicated.
Exactly. You don't need big, difficult words to tell a great story. Just follow the simple steps we used today.
First, start with the basics. Who were you with? Where were you? And when did it happen?
Then, try to add 1 or 2 sensory details, what you could see, smell, or hear.
And finally, tell us how you felt. Did you feel peaceful, proud, or maybe grateful?
If you include those 3 things, you will tell a wonderful story.
Now we want to hear from you. It is time for our question of the day.
Yes, we want to know, what is one happy memory from your childhood?
It could be a holiday, a favorite toy, or just a fun day with your friends.
Don't be shy. Practice your writing skills and leave your story in the comments section below. We read every single comment and we can't wait to read yours.
And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more conversations like this, please hit that like button.
And don't forget to subscribe to Learn English so you never miss a lesson.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
Have a wonderful day, everyone. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep making new happy memories.
See you in the next video. Bye.
Bye, everyone.